Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for February 22, 2024. And in the news this afternoon, laborer charged after allegedly stabbing two men. A 26-year-old man has been charged after allegedly stabbing two men during an altercation in Petersfield District, Westmoreland on January 21. He is Christopher Campbell, a laborer of Hatfield District in the parish. Reports are that about 3:30 p.m., an argument developed between Campbell and the two other men. During the altercation, Campbell allegedly used a knife to inflict stab wounds to their abdomens. They were transported to the hospital, where they were admitted in serious condition. A report was made to the police, an investigation was launched, and Campbell was arrested. He was subsequently charged on Tuesday, February 20. His court date has not been finalized. Delivery man charged with the possession of prohibited weapon. A 28-year-old man has been charged with the possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition after police allegedly seized a gun from him during an operation on Thursday, February 1. Charged is Shawneel Wims, a delivery man of Ambrook Lane, Kingston 10. Reports are that about 8:55 p.m., a police team was on patrol in the area when a group of men was seen at a bar. On the approach of the police, Wims allegedly ran and a chase ensued. He was subsequently apprehended and searched. During the search, one Ruger 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition was allegedly found in his possession. He was charged on Friday, February 16. However, his court date is not yet finalized. Man stabbed to death at a party in Ocho Rios. An unidentified man was killed at a party in Breadnought Hill, Ocho Rios, St. Anne on Wednesday night. Reports are that the man, while attending the party, was attacked and stabbed multiple times. He was subsequently transported by patrons of the event to the hospital but succumbed to the injuries. The police also reported that another male was shot in his leg at the event, but he did not show up at the hospital for treatment. Investigations are ongoing. German gone missing in Jamaica. A 27-year-old German has been reported missing in Jamaica since Wednesday. She is Lisa Jame of Rheinfelden, Germany, who is of fair complexion and medium build and 5 feet 10 inches tall. Reports from the Lucy police are that Jame was last seen in Ocho Rios, St. Anne about 1 p.m. Wednesday. At the time she went missing, she was wearing black shorts, a black t-shirt, and a pair of gray sandals. All efforts to contact her have been futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Lisa Jame is being asked to contact the Lucy police at 876-956-2333, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Firefighters attempting to contain Negril Great Marass fire. Firefighters in Westmoreland are currently monitoring and trying to protect the properties from exposure to a marass fire in Negril. The pre-dawn fire destroyed 3 gazebos with attached roofing on the Cool Runnings Water Park property, which is located on the Hanover section of Negril. Negril is shared by Western Hanover and Western Westmoreland. 2 fire trucks are currently on location. Firefighters who were assisted by residents said sufficient water is in the area. The area is currently windy. The Negril Great Marass fire has been on and off for approximately a week. The fire started again sometime after 2 Wednesday and was extinguished. However, at approximately 4:20 a.m., the department received another call that the marass was again on fire. This time around, it was heading towards the properties. The fire has since receded inward to the marass. Attorneys discredit phone evidence. Attorney at law Christopher Townsend on Wednesday implored the members of a 7-member jury in the Everton Beach Stout MacDonald murder trial to disregard audio recordings which were allegedly taped by Danville Bobla Minot, the star witness in the case. Insisting that the audio files which implicate his client were fabricated, Townsend said it is hard for the jury to accept that Minot was the maker of the recordings, which prosecutors are relying on heavily to secure a conviction. MacDonald is on trial in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston for the murder of his second wife, Tonya MacDonald. Oscar Barnes, who is accused of murdering the woman by stabbing her repeatedly, and cutting her throat, is also on trial with McDonald. It is alleged that McDonald hired Minot for $3 million to kill Tonya, but Minot subcontracted the hit to Barnes and claimed that he only watched as the man he hired carried out the killing on the main road in Sherwood Forest, Portland, on the night of July 20, 2020. Townsend, in court on Wednesday, further pointed out that it is difficult to trust Minot's evidence about the recordings, given that he told the court that one day he was going through his phone and came up on a mysterious audio file, which allegedly turned out to be a recording of a call he earlier had with McDonald. He told the jury and the presiding judge, Chester Stamp, that he then continued to record more than 120 phone calls between himself and the Portland businessman. Townsend also said that Minot and other witnesses, including a former employee of McDonald, had a lot to gain by telling lies during their testimonies in the case. The man who they said did the recordings can't read and can't spell. He was just lying subtle. All witnesses have something to gain by coming here and lying. The Crown's case has fallen. You are now seeing the mere bones. You are now seeing it for what it is since I have taken off the makeup, Townsend told the jury. A very potent piece of evidence for the Crown is what you heard in the recordings. Mr. McDonald categorically stated that he did not have any conversation with Bubla. You must satisfy yourself that it is authentic before you can believe it to be true. It must be proven beyond reasonable doubt that it is so. The Crown has failed miserably. They were in a hurry to get you to listen to the recordings, but the authenticity is questionable in the highest order. No other witness has come here and told more lies than Bubla, Townsend said. At the same time, Courtney Rowe, another one of McDonald's 5 lawyers, said that during Minot's evidence in court, he told the jury that McDonald took away his personal phone leading up to the murder and began supplying him with different devices and SIM cards. These phones and SIM cards, according to Minot, were taken away by McDonald and replaced with different ones on numerous occasions. But the data presented in court by the police, who claimed he obtained it from the telecommunications provider, had Minot's name as the owner and use of the particular phone numbers, Rowe told the court Wednesday. Rowe insisted that it was impossible for that to happen, as Minot gave evidence that he was always provided with phones and that he purchased none of them for himself. Therefore, there would have been no record of his name being listed as the user of those particular numbers. He also pointed out that Minot cannot be trusted because he claimed that he was supplied with different phones by McDonald. However, the records presented in court showed that there was only one international mobile equipment identity number associated with all the calls he claimed he placed to and received from McDonald. Rowe said Minot was outright lying because every phone carries a unique IMEI number. Townsend, meanwhile, pointed out that data can be manipulated, as shown here. Bubla said Mr. Mack took his phone and that he did not have a phone for himself. There was no way the phone and SIM card could have Bubla's name in subscriber details. It was the phone that was purchased after the death that was used to make those recordings. They are saying the recording was made before the death, but we can't match up the evidence with what we see. The trial resumes on Friday when attorneys representing Oscar Barnes will begin closing arguments on his behalf.